Anyway, hey guys, I'm Hani. Today I'm coming to you from my desk because I'm so getting fed up about not being able to draw eyes, because now is the first time after all my tests that I started drawing again, and I feel like I forgot everything and I need to relearn everything, and I'm just drawing tens of thousands. No, not that's an exaggeration. Like, I just drew so many eyes and they don't turn out right, and I'm so I just needed to take a break. So I figured I'd just switch my camera on and talk about something that interests me lately, because I've been doing some of these videos and I really enjoy them. And I know they serve like no purpose, like these videos literally have no purpose, but I feel like if I talk about something that interests me a lot, I feel like I like the video more. I don't know why, but if I rewatch all these videos where I just talk about something that interests me, I really like these videos because obviously it's something I'm passionate about and thinking about. And while it doesn't have any purpose, I just enjoy making videos like this. So, as you probably figured from the title, today's video has to do with the game Detroit Become Human. And I have been so obsessed with that game lately. Like, I've been watching so many Let's Plays on YouTube, and me and my friend today even played the demo because the real game is a bit out of my budget right now, so I can't really buy it. But the thing I love about games like this, like story games, first of all, like for the artistic value, every screenshot could be from a movie. I really love that about the game. You can see how much time and effort they put into a lot of the scenes and a lot of the game in general. And I also watched like the behind the scenes, and I feel like things like these are so inspiring because the game took like 4 years to develop, and it's like 4 years of so many people working on that one piece, and they put all their work into that, and all the animators and the actors, and I feel like it's super cool. Like, it gave me a whole new perspective on games and like the gaming industry. Like, that you can truly create art through games, I think. What I also enjoy about the game though is the story, because it's set in a near future where we have androids helping us with in our like daily lives. They do a lot of our jobs, but they are also like housemates and everything. And the question arises if these androids, like, they develop feelings along the game. In the game it's like a virus called RA9, but like the androids really develop feeling, like they want to do things themselves, they want to decide things themselves, they want to have like free opinions and everything, and they are also starting like a revolution against the humans to gain rights like freedom of opinion, to do what they want, not be like the slaves of humans. Just, I think that is a question that might be very interesting in our future, because a lot of people are working on AI right now, and it's obviously getting better and better with like small robots like Alexa, I think, in a lot of people's homes already. And I feel like, I don't know if we will ever have like people like androids, but I think it's being actually worked on, so we might have androids one day. And the question is, I thought like about it a bit more when I watched the game, because the question I asked myself is there a possibility that like artificial intelligence can develop feelings, or feeling like emotions, or like a will for free opinion? And probably a lot of people would just throw it off saying, well, it's just a robot, it's literally just metal and a program inside of it, so why should AI develop or be able to develop feelings? Like, obviously not. There's nothing living about a robot, so why would it develop feelings? And I see that, but I think it's a bit more complicated than that. Because the question I ask myself is like, what are human feelings then? Because if we look at like human emotions, like what are human emotions? Aren't they also just like a combination of hormones and neuronal stimulus, and just like what our body sees, feels, and then hormones and then chemicals inside our body make us feel emotions, make us react a certain way? Like, isn't that also maybe like a program? I mean, it's a complex program, it's a biological program, like, that's been there for so many years, but it's also maybe in a way a program. Yeah, like, that's it. It's our emotions, our reactions to our environment that our body creates. And if you have a robot and you have like this very developed program of everything that can happen in the world and every reaction you could give through that, and how humans usually react, and that robot has all that information, and it's a very high developed AI, then it should be able to recreate these emotions that we humans feel. I feel like there's also a lot of things about DNA cloning and stuff, like, do we want clones of ourselves? Should we be able to clone ourselves? If we clone a human, then that human obviously has like the same values as me. But do we also say then to that human, you don't have feelings because you are just a recreated program of the other human? But then that human is just the same program, like it can run through the same actions and emotions because it's a copy of the first human. So if we copy all of that into a robot, then of course a robot should be able to feel as well. I don't know if you can follow along here, but I'm trying to make a point here, you know? Like, I'm looking at it from a perspective where we are also just a program. So why do we say to a robot, it's impossible for you to feel, even though he's highly developed and has like AI, artificial intelligence? It's artificial, yeah, but is intelligence in a way. So it's an intelligent being, of course created by us, but it can run through a program, and therefore maybe it can develop feelings. I don't know. We're not there yet where we have these robots that are like that highly artificial intelligent that we can see like what would happen. I think it might be that way in the future, that like AI might say, yeah, well, I'm just as smart as you, I can react just as well as you, I can learn just as well as you, why don't I have the same rights as you? And I think that's such a hard thing, because of course it's just metal, but like, it's a program, you know? I don't know. It's like a very, very deep question, maybe. And it's maybe a bit strange that I have all these thoughts about it, and everybody would say, like, just disregard it. It's just a piece of metal. But I think you kind of see what I wanted to make, like what point I wanted to make. And I think it's a bit more complex than just saying, oh, it's just metal. Because it is a certain kind of intelligence that this metal possesses. And aren't we also just flesh and bones? Couldn't we just also be disregarded like that? Oh, metal could just say like, oh, you're just flesh and bones, weak, like disregard, you know? I've talked about it with my friend, and she was kind of like the opposite opinion. She couldn't really follow like what I thought, and I don't know, maybe it's weird what I think. Like, of course it's just metal, but then again, I think the world is so big and everything just seems so insignificant when you see it from like a bigger picture sometimes. And we could also see AI from a bigger picture. Yeah, we created AI, but maybe someday that intelligence will create something new, you know? Maybe like robots might get so good that the stimuli that they feel on the robot skin or whatever it might be, then they can feel pain, or they can feel like all these humans' feelings that we feel. And then for us to say or disregard, like, we made you, you're just a piece of plastic there to help us. To say that to that thing that then feels and can think like us, I feel like that is a bit more complex than just saying you're a piece of metal, you're nothing. We can just run a program through you, and then... Anyway, that's it with the video. That's just the point I wanted to make. I mean, if you listen to my whole rambling right now, write down in the comments what you think about this topic, if I'm the only one thinking that way, and if maybe it's just like, maybe you have like an argument against it that can just throw all of my arguments out of the window. I would really like to know that, or I would really like to know also what you think about this. And also watch the game Detroit Become Human somewhere. It's really good. I really like it. It's not the best game ever created, of course, but I feel like it's a good game, and a lot of people, if you don't know about it, should go and check it out. And yeah, also thank you so much for being on this channel. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. If you want to see anything specific, you can ask me. And until next time, bye and be back on my channel. Oh, that was really creepy, right? Like, wait, I'm saying it again. Until next time, bye and be back on my channel. That was better, right? I hope.